Kelly, what's dinner tonight?
Today it's meat and potatoes. Mark, are you done with work already? If so, I'll heat 'em up.
I'm on my way home now. Oh, meat and potatoes. I was in the mood for fried food.
I can't do it if you tell me now. I'll make fried food tomorrow. Just be patient today.
Well, okay. Oh, I just remembered something about dinner. I almost forgot something important.
What's important? What's going on?
Okay, listen to me carefully. It's very important to you.
Yeah, I get it. What is it?
Well then, today's results are in. A score of 20. You know it's out of 100 points.
Well, excuse me, 20 points for what?
Today's lunch. It was mainly leftovers from yesterday and frozen meals. Even with the soft scale, that's about right. Next time, try harder.
Well, what do you mean to try harder? Why are we suddenly being scored? Me? I don't understand.
Well, about your housework, you were cutting corners, isn't it? I don't think that's good. So I'm going to score you so that make sure you don't cut corners from now on. You can't cut corners if you get a score, right?
I have a lot to say, but... Anyway, can I ask you something?
About what?
Why did you decide to do this?
I talked to a superior at work about your housework. Then I heard that he keeps score of his wife's housework. I heard his wife started doing her housework better after he started keeping score. Then I thought, why don't I do it to you too?
I don't know about his family, but... We both work, right? I do all the housework while working. Are you thinking about that too?
You're working, so what? It's not an excuse to cut corners. That kind of spoiled attitude is the problem.
You don't even help with the housework, and so what are you talking about? I don't feel so good about it.
You're uncomfortable because you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, let's try to improve. I'll do my best to keep score too.
That's not my point. I'm saying it's terrible for fun. I'm doing my best in my own way.
Okay. You're just saying that. If you're not getting results, it's pointless. It's common sense for working people.
What kind of common sense is that?
Well, I've already decided. I'll check your other chores when I get home. Do your best to get good points. Hey, Kelly. What's today's lunch? It looks like leftovers from yesterday, right?
I didn't have time today, but I took care of the coloring.
That's before we even get to that. You never really get improved, do you? You really never get good points if you keep on like this. Are you studying?
Does the study mean that the social media that you recommended?
Yes, the one I sent you before. A housewife just like you is making such beautiful food, compared to your own cooking. Don't you feel embarrassed or something?
Well, she's a full-time housewife, right? The hours she has available to her aren't the same as mine.
There you go, the usual excuses. It's just not you are not trying hard enough, right? Don't blame everything on work.
Hey, let me make this clear. I'm busy myself. I don't have much time for myself with my job and my housework. I don't have time for your games.
I'm not playing games with you. You don't think I'm serious? That's why you can't get better.
Because, you know what? Even if you give me a score, it's based on your feeling. If you were in a bad mood, you deduct points just for that. I'm not stupid enough to take it seriously.
Oh, you thought so? Well, good. I'll show you how serious I am.
Show me what? You're gonna show me how to do it?
If you score 1-0, I'm divorcing you.
What are you talking about? I'm just so dumbfounding for me.
If there was a penalty, you'd be more motivated, wouldn't you? I'm telling you, I'm serious. I'll go get the divorce papers to prove it.
Can't be serious. What's the point of doing that?
If you don't want to get divorced, do it right. If you've done it right in the first place, I wouldn't have had to do this. But if you scored 0, I'll let you out right away.
Are you serious?
Of course. Just as long as you didn't score a 0, that's fine. You and I both off tomorrow, right?
Yeah, so?
That's just perfect. I'll check on your housework all day long. I can see how much you usually cut corners. Just make sure you don't score a 0. Otherwise, we're getting a divorce. Hey, where are you? I told you I'd check on your housework today. Why aren't you home?
Good morning. You're late. You never get up. I'm done with the housework. I'm shopping now.
Huh? What are you doing? I mean, wake me up.
You were the one who didn't wake up when I woke you up. I think I'll be home in the evening. If you want to check, go ahead and check.
What the hell? Don't you ever think about cooperating more? It's about you, right?
You're grading the score on your own, aren't you? I don't think there's anything to cooperate with.
Don't you have any ambition? Even my superior's wife is working hard under the same conditions. Don't you feel embarrassed?
No. Oh, also, I didn't iron your shirt. If you need to, you can do it yourself.
Huh? That's your job.
That's your shirt, right? You should at least do that. And while you're at it, please clean the bathroom. Oh, and if you could clean the bathroom too, that'd be great.
It's all your job. What are you thinking about skipping out on housework? Did you forget what happens if you scored a 0?
I do, but I don't have time for this. Can you please just get it done?
No. Do it yourself when you get home.
Why are you so small-minded?
Shut up. I'm tired of dealing with you.
Really? I'm enjoying it.
Oh, well, that's enough. So, where's lunch?
It's in the fridge. I'm good. You can eat alone.
Hey, which one's lunch? There's nothing in the fridge.
You have boiled broccoli, right? And some boiled eggs. Why don't you put some mayonnaise on it and eat it?
You gotta be kidding me. This is out of the question. Make something proper.
I'm busy to make it. If you have a problem with it, just don't eat it. If you can't prepare it yourself, why don't you go to a convenience store or somewhere?
Hey, are you sure you want to be like that? I can give you a 0 anytime I want.
Huh? You're not giving me a 0 for this yet?
I'll give you 2 points for your mercy. If it had been true, I'd have scored a 0. You should be thanking me for my kindness. It means I'm going to give you a timeout, so think about it seriously.
You don't have to hesitate. It's not too late. As expected, a 0 point is reasonable, don't you think?
Do you really know what you're doing? You got 2 points for cooking today. Don't you feel threatened if you get divorced with 0 points?
I know exactly what I'm doing. But still I can't get 0 points today?
I'm telling you, if you scored a 0 point, we'd be divorced. Don't be so tough. You don't want a divorce either, do you? You better get it right next time or it's really bad, okay?
Don't worry. I'm going to score 0 tomorrow, so look forward to it. I'll make your least favorite dish. Or maybe I'll just serve it with the ingredients as is.
Don't be silly. Think about it seriously. You're the one who'll be in trouble if we really get divorced. If you have time to joke around, do it without complaining. Understood?
Okay, I understand. I've got more shopping to do. See you later.
I came home after work. Where are you?
Oh, welcome back. I'm having dinner with friends right now. Please eat whatever you want.
Seriously, come on. You said to eat whatever I want. You're not gonna cook my dinner? The house is a mess. You skipped housework again, didn't you?
I didn't. I did the laundry.
That's all you did? You didn't do anything else?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't sorry me. I went to work today in a shitty shirt. Do you know how embarrassing that was?
Because I didn't iron it yesterday? You really wore that shirt? If you were embarrassed, you should have done it yourself.
It's not funny. What's up with you lately? If you keep doing this, I'm going to get tired.
I mean, you never give me a 0 point. Isn't your grading scale a little weird? When are you going to give me a 0 point?
Are you trying to harass me? Why don't you try to get a good score?
No, I just want to try to score a 0 once. If you give me it once, I'll be happy, okay?
If you scored a 0, we're getting a divorce. Do you understand that?
You were not serious about that, right? I understand that, so you don't have to be so tough on me.
Huh? I'm serious.
It's okay, it's not like that. I know what you were doing.
How can that be? You're being too optimistic. Do you really think I can't get a divorce?
I mean, if I had seen you before, I know that. No matter how bad my housework was, you didn't give me a 0, right? That means you don't want a divorce, right? I know.
If you're behaving like that, I'm done with you. I'm not going to forgive you this time. I'll really give you a 0 point.
If you can do it, go ahead. I don't think you have the guts.
You underestimate me. You want this one. 0 points for your housework today. Now, we're divorced.
You're really giving me a 0? You won't regret it?
You said you wanted 0 points, right? It's too late to regret it now. But if we really get divorced, it'll be a problem, won't it? Well, if you really don't want to do it, I'll reconsider.
Yay! Thank you so much! I'm so glad I got a 0 point.
What? Do you understand that? I'm talking about divorce, right? Do you really understand it? Are you sure about this? Now's the time to say you're sorry, okay?
Yes, divorce is fine. You really divorced me, right? You've been saying all this time that you're serious, that it's true, right?
Well, it's true, but it's not what I expected. Are you really okay with the divorce?
It's okay, so am I looking happy to you? What? Why are you acting like that? Don't tell me you didn't really want a divorce.
Huh? No, but I'm just saying that if you insist, I'll think about it.
Right. Then are we done talking about this? We're getting a divorce.
No, wait a minute. You're okay with divorce for something like this? I'm willing to give it one more chance.
Stop it! I don't want a second chance. I'm fine with divorce. It's too late for that kind of thing.
Wait a minute. Why are you giving up so easily? How can it be?
I don't think there's anything to give up. I'm simply fed up with you doing this. Even if we get divorced, I'll have no regrets.
Don't you just embarrass yourself? My superior's wife is doing her best under the same conditions as you, and you're the only one running away. As the same housewife, you should try harder too.
I'm with the superior's wife right now. She's getting a divorce too. Just like us.
What? What are you talking about? Are you sure you're together?
Yes, my dinner partner today. I've been in touch with her since I heard from you. Then she said she was fed up too. So I've been asking her for advice and she's been giving it to me.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not. I mean, married couples are equal, right? But you're giving scores without permission from High. That kind of thing usually makes you feel bad, right? No wonder you got divorced.
Well, but if that's the case, why didn't you divorce right away? Because you didn't want a divorce either, right?
At first, I was. And I thought you'd get bored and stop soon after some time. I thought I'd just put up with it until then.
Right?
But that didn't happen, right? So at least stay with it to the end. And then I was like, I'm going to divorce you on top of that. I enjoyed it so much.
Why are you enjoying it? Stop fooling around. I'm not going to agree to a divorce.
What are you talking about? You're the one who brought this up.
I mean, it's not like I didn't mean it. You know what I mean? Normally, couples don't get divorced over something like that.
Did you do that thing as a prank? If so, that's even worse, isn't it?
Even if it was, no way to divorce.
It's too late. I have the divorce papers you signed. I'll be very grateful to use this.
What? Seriously?
Yes, serious. I'm not going home today. I'm going to get it done first thing tomorrow morning.
Stop it. That's what a wife does. That's why you scored a 0 point.
I don't want to be told by someone who can't take responsibility for your own words. Why don't you look back at yourself before you start giving people's points? I'm sure you'll realize that you score a 0 as a person and a husband. The next day, I ignored Mark's calls and messages and filed for divorce. Mark said that he did not want to divorce me until the very end, but it doesn't matter. We are divorced without a problem. On the advice of Mark's superior's wife, whom I had been consulting with for some time, I kept a record of everything Mark said and did. Therefore, as proof of this, the alimony request went smoothly and the divorce was successful in a very satisfactory way. I am now enjoying my single life and busy with work and housework. After my divorce, I realized that I enjoy housework more when I do it on my own free rather than when others make me do it. Mark and his superior must be going through a tough time because of the divorce, but I hope they will continue to work hard and be aware of who was the real 0.